When I was a kid, I remember going to the dentist, and that was one of the worst experiences I ever had. So as I got a little older, you know, when they'd go in, they'd drill on a tool, and it just drive me crazy to go to the dentist. But I think my bigger problems have come more when I was older, probably 55, somewhere in there. And then I started having some bone loss in there. It got to the point when I started losing some teeth, and especially when I lost one front one. That's when I got to the point when you go, somebody was laughing or you do that, you always cover your mouth. You pick up on habits like that. It got to the point that my teeth hurt me every day. And I had things going on, and my daughter was going to get married, and I just wanted to make sure everything was good for the photos and everything, and I wanted to get better for my health, and I could eat better. Because eating got to be a real issue. I could only chew on the left side. It affects the taste of my food, you know, and you just don't feel healthy about it. And that bothered me. I saved some money up and everything, and that's when I come and saw Dr. Larson. And that's been a little over 5 years ago that I started that process. Some of the things that I noticed when I got my new teeth was even speech was different, which I thought that was kind of strange, but it has affected that. And then even, you know, after I got my new teeth, I had to learn to chew better because I wasn't used to chewing. And one of the other reasons that I did the implants and stuff was it was a personal reason for me, for sure. My daughter was going to get married that year. And so what I did is I didn't even tell my kids I was going to do this. And I went ahead and did it. And to give you a little story about that, I had the temporaries in there. So both my kids come over at 2 different times during the week, and I talked to them and everything, and they never said anything to me. And I never said anything to them. And at the time with the temporaries, I ended up with a little whistle when you talk. You know, at that point, I was probably still hiding them a little bit. Plus, I had a full beard and a mustache. And that's one of the things, even with the mustache. If you're a guy, you can hide your teeth a little bit. And it sounds kind of strange, but that's one way people hide their teeth. But so anyway, then I finally got my final set of teeth in, and that was like on September 3rd of that year. So what I did is on that Friday, because she was getting married on Saturday, I went and got my beard cut, my mustache, I had my new teeth in. I was a shining star. I showed up there to help them get ready for it, and we were both in tears. Just laughing about it, but it was funny. So, but I enjoyed that moment. It was worth all of it right there. And I'll tell you another little thing. So the next day at the wedding, my ex-father-in-law come over to my son. He says, "Where's your dad at? I haven't seen him." And he looked at him, and I'm standing about 10 feet away from him, and he points to me and he sees it standing right there, and he says, "Where?" So he brought him over, and both of us were in tears because he didn't know who I was either. And I thought, I wouldn't thought it would have made that big a difference, but it's a life-changing event for me.